Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's late. How are you guys doing today? This is your girl Janine with Symphony Reads, and how are you today? So glad that we can come together once again. And just as a reminder, visit us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. Yes, we are. We are Symphony Reads Ministry. You can look us up that way, or you can look us up at Symphony Reads, and you can find our page on Facebook. You can also give us a call at 240-681-9275. We would love to hear from you. And if by any chance we do not answer the phone, you can always leave us a message and we will get back to you as soon as possible. And you can also leave us emails. We love getting emails. We love receiving the questions or comments or prayer requests, or, you know what, I would love your take on this subject, or you said something about something on this day, and I would love you to expound on it, whatever that may be for you. We would love to hear from you, and that is Symphony Reads, SymphonyReads at gmail.com. Just had to get all of the specifics away, and I'm sorry that it's 11:33 p.m. Here in the Maryland region, and I do apologize for being. I didn't mean to be this late, but I've been working tirelessly trying to update the Facebook page for Symphony Reads, and also the YouTube channel. Yes, we're on YouTube too, and I'm just trying to figure out how to make everything work. So we do a lot of, you're on. This is YouTube, so but we're on the YouTube. So I'm just trying to, connect everything the best way I know how to, just so that you can get to us any which way. So we are excited for today. Today is January 30th. Where has time gone? And today, our inspiration, motivation, courage, our positive thinking for today is this: finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities, no doubt, crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. And that's from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Wow. When I read this, it talks about your day and kind of the flow of the day. And when we have a day, we really don't always know what to expect from the day, and there will be some blunders, if you will, during the day, some things that will just kind of catch you off guard. And how I interpret this is to say, yes, things will happen, but do what you can. There are things that is going to happen that's just beyond your control. And you shouldn't live in that place where, oh, I could. If it's beyond your control, it's beyond your control. So do the things you can do that day. Still try to enjoy the day. Don't let the one little thing bring you down. I told you yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, that the day before I got some bad news about our living conditions here at my home with my family, and that we have to now, you know, look for another place. And that brought me down. I mean, to the point where I didn't even post. And it almost like eradicated, if you will, the day, like, and it was beyond our control. We didn't know it was going to happen, and it was beyond our control. But it just almost, it wiped me. And so I guess my advice, and I learning it myself, because I owned that moment. I was upset. I was in my feelings. I just had to be there for that moment and regroup and get myself together, get my thought pattern together, do some praying, some meditating, and come strong, you know, and really understand what this is doing. And, as my husband said, to me, Janine, this is doing nothing but moving us. It is positioning us where God wants us. And have to we can't do it here. It has to be somewhere else, because where he's pushing us to, it is greater than where we are. And so we have to be in another location. And I was like, well, okay, we're being positioned, okay, you know. And I saw it as just another attack. And so I had to deal with it on that end. And but what I'm seeing here is just really, you know when the day is done, whatever happened that day. It can no longer be changed. It's done. It's just a done deal. Do we dwell and keep dwelling on whatever happened that day, or do we just, Lord, some things wasn't right, and but if I make it to the next day, help me to fix what I can fix, and to do the things that I need to do and move on, and not just be stuck in a small period of time that won't change no matter how I look at it. You know what I mean? Or, you know, and if it's something you can learn from, I say learn from it. If it's you didn't like the way you responded in a situation, and you can learn from that. I always say, because I know I can shoot out really fast sometimes without thinking. So I've learned to just step back, really think about it before I respond to it. And, I'm slow to speak, quick to listen, so I can really, and not say anything that's just wrong, and you can't bring that back. So you do have learning points. I'm not saying that. You definitely have learning points that you can learn about how to do things differently. But I just don't want, myself included, not to get stuck in, well, if I can just go back. We can't rewind and go back into time to change something, fix something, or whatever. All we can do is learn and move forward. And, if it's, like I said, an action that has happened, that, you've done, that you feel like, man, maybe I was too hasty, maybe this happened, maybe that happened, then, you can look and go, okay, but moving forward, I really am going to stop, think, and listen before I just speak out. You know what I'm saying? If that's the issue or the problem, or okay, like yesterday, this has happened. We're gonna have to move. Fine. Okay, not my control, but what now? Okay, what do you have to do? You have to find places that you can get and figure out where you want to move, the location of the move, do the lead work to get the applications, make sure that you know what their procedure is for applying, make sure you have those things available. You know what I'm saying? There's something that I have to do now, and I can't stay in the moment like the woe is me, or I can't believe this is happening, because it just is happening, and it's not going to not happen now. So, I have to move into action have to, not just for me, but the whole family. We have to move into that action. So let's not get stuck on the day, because whatever happened yesterday, it happened yesterday. take the points that you can take to move forward. If you can learn from it so that you can be a better person from it, then I say you take it. But if, getting stuck on stuff that you can't change, but you still have action items that you can do moving forward to get you to the next step, I say let's do that. Let's not be stuck in one thing. And I will say, one thing I like to do, I begin with a prayer and I end with a prayer every day, no matter what's happening. It could be, again, short, whatever is going on. I try to begin with a prayer and end with a prayer. Those are things I control. That is something that I choose to do. Lord, just because I want to be guided through the day. I want to, put the best representation that I can forward every day. I want to, be that light and not that darkness. I want to be the positivity and not the negativity. And so I pray for stuff like that. Open my heart, clean my heart, forgive me of my sins. Make me the person you want me to be. How can I better represent you, Lord? How can I shine? And when I say I shine, is just to be that light where people look and say, there's just something going on with that one over there. I'm a peculiar person and I'm quite fine with that, but, I want to represent, and as things happen, just allow me to be slow to speak and quick to listen and really think about what I'm saying before I just let go. I may be riled up in my spirit. These are the things I pray for. And then I have another prayer at night, be like, Lord, there are things I just didn't handle well that day, and, if I get another moment, another try, I pray I can do better. But, and I pray for those situations that's going on in my life. I really pray about it. I really, talk to God about it and, ask for his hand in it. What should I do, Father? Give me the strength to just move to the next stone, or, to climb that mountain. And that's how I like to seriously end my day. And cleanse me of all ill will or wrong thinking or jumping to conclusions, and really help me clear my mind, and really help me understand where things really are and how I can be better if that's what it is for me, and just how can I always and by doing these prayers, it just helps me with the day. And again, that doesn't mean I don't get angry. That doesn't mean I don't get upset. It doesn't mean that I still handle everything well all the time. But I would tell you, the more that I, keep it ever present in my day, it does help. And each day that I'm blessed with, I think it just moves in a better, you know what I'm saying, in a better way and in a better position. I'm a better person. And, I can, always put my better foot forward. So that's just me on how I like to do my day. But I do like that it just says, when the day is done, it's just that, it's done. Nothing can be changed. But like I said, you can take some action items from it and learn what you can learn to improve yourself. If there's action items like, okay, this happened, not going to change, so I'm not going to dwell on that. But because of this, now I have to do XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Then you put that on your to-do list, so that that's what you have to do. And some things are, like, I really don't want to have to do this right now, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. And don't dwell on the stuff that is beyond your control. You can't handle it. But, again, that was your day. And pray. Don't be afraid to pray for a better day if you have that opportunity to have another day to live. It's okay to pray to say, I just want today to be a little better than yesterday. And how can you change me? How can you move me so that can happen? To the best of your ability. You can only be the best that you can be. And, I always try to figure out when I see these positive thinkings, how can I forever keep God first? You know what I'm saying? In my situation. So praying first and praying last. That's how I keep him always around and always in. So he's always knowing. I mean, he already knows, but I'm welcoming the conversation and opening it up to him about just where I'm at, where I hope to be, my, whatever that is. And so, let the day be done. Don't, we can't sit and just be like, and keep dwelling. And I need to go back. I need to rewind. We could rewind with that videotapes, cassette tapes. You could tell how old I am. And we can rewind those things and play it back and take sections out and put other sections in. But we can't do that with life. We can't. It's just as simple as that. And I need to be reminded of that. But like I said, change what you can for the next day if you can. And then let's move on. Let's not, let's move on. So I hope you like this. It's a short one today. Be blessed, and I'm gonna try to be a lot earlier tomorrow. And like I said, check out Facebook and see what we're doing there. And I don't think I mentioned in the beginning, but we also have a prayer group, and we literally we post in there and list the concerns, the prayer concerns. As I get prayer concerns, I try to put them in the group so that the group can pray. And the group is made up of individuals that, are like-minded. They looking for prayer. They want prayer. They want to know a little bit more about prayer, and they're praying for other people. We're just coming together. And so that is, I just wanted to open up. So it's prayer reads. See, I'm tired. I'm sorry. It is Symphony Reads Prayer Group. That's how you can look it up. Symphony Reads Prayer Group. And that's how you can look it up. That's the title of it. It's a part, but it is a closed group. So, again, it's not posted all on your Facebook page if you join the group. Only people in the group can see who's in the group and can also see the posts and what's being posted in the group. Okay, it's not going to be plastered all over. So if Sally Mae is not part of the group, but she's part of your Facebook page, and you don't want Sally Mae to see what you're posting in the group of the prayer group, she's not going to see it unless she's a member herself. And, but it's open for all. So, keep that in mind. But it's just a place, like I say, we can come together and just unite and pray. And then, we have I try to find very inspirational prayer groups. I get so many emails and texts sometimes from people who just they're praying, and they wanted to get out to people that they that hears that they feel like can be blessed. I just wanted to help somebody. And a lot of times the prayers that I see, and I just started to post them, if I get good ones, and when I say good ones, sometimes when you read that day, it might hit me because maybe I am going through that right there. So it blessed me. And my thing is, if it blessed me, I pray that it could bless you too. And in the same token, in the group, if you have a prayer that you just want, maybe you were led, maybe the Lord said, you know what, pray on people's finances. Type it in there. That's what I'm, doing. And I think people are starting to catch on a little bit better. So, there's interaction there, and join the group. It's a beautiful group to be a part of, And we know that prayer works. No prayer is too small, too big, nothing that God can't handle. So if you are a believer and you want to pray for other people, and you want to have a place where you know you can bring your concern and you are being prayed for, and we're standing with you, to pray for your problem, and or their praise report, because we celebrate when you're celebrating, as well. So again, that's part of Facebook. It's a closed group on Facebook. It's Symphony Reads Prayer Group. And again, it's just as I see the request, I will approve them, and we can start having dialogue conversations there. You can list your concerns there, or you can email us, and the email is symphonyreads@gmail.com, or you can call us 240-681-9275. So have a blessed night, because it's almost midnight. So have a blessed night, and I will see you tomorrow for the last day of January, day 31. Peace and blessings to you all.